Hi, my name is Terry from Sweet Pea Papers and the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, and this is this year's Teeny Weeny Halloweeny book, and we're making it from the kit Halloween Night, which I actually used a couple of years ago, but as you can see, this is the book from then. It wasn't super teeny weeny. It was the normal size of what these print out at. So that book I did differently than what we're going to do, and I just used the pages the way they were, as you can see, and I didn't decorate it. I left that up to you guys. I did a little bit, but not very much. So what we're going to do this year is something different. And it's going to be smaller. And each of the pages is going to be cut individually and put on a black backing paper. So now, this is what I've gathered so far to make this book. I've got black soot ink. I've got cardboard and papers for the cover. I've got a white chalk pencil, since we're going to be using a lot of black, and then of course we'll be using our regular pencil as well. These are the pages. What I did was I took the smallest size. This is a Victoria Designs kit. It is still available, but it's more than what I bought it for a couple of years ago. I think I bought it in 2021, and I'm not sure if I used it in 21 or used it in 22. So I'm not sure. No, I used it in 21. So yeah. So in these kits, you get 3 sizes of book. So you get the regular full-sized, that's the 8.5 by 11 if you print it borderless. There's a bordered size that has a bigger border around it, so that makes the pages one size smaller. And then there's the 7-inch size, which makes this size book here. Okay? Then what I did on these is I took them and I printed them out 2 to a page, and the page size is 5 by 7. Alright, so we're going to cut these apart, and then we're going to cut them in half. And the reason I haven't done that yet is because to determine the size of the black paper that's going to fold in half that we're going to put these on, we need at least one of these still intact and not cut apart. So I am going to take a break as usual and do a bunch of the work getting the pages ready, and then we'll come back after that and we'll get started on the book. Now, I've also got some ribbon. I've got the thin brown ribbon. That's this size. And it doesn't say on here what size it is, but I believe it's the 1/8 inch. It's not even an 1/8. Yes, it is. It's the 1/8. And I've got some black 1/8. So we've got those. I've got some paper that looks sort of like creepy cloth, but it's not. It's paper that they use to wrap bouquets for brides. So if you look in the floral section on Amazon, you should be able to find it. If I could find the link where I got mine from, I will post that in this video underneath, you know, across the bottom of the video, and then you can pause it and look it up. I'm not sure, to tell you the truth, if it's available still or not. What I'll do is I will ink this with the black soot ink and make it black. Okay? So we've got that. We've got our pencil. We've got our cardboard for our cover. We've got our cover papers. Got our pages. I've printed out 6 of the kit backing papers to make cards and stuff with, so we had a little bit of variety. I printed out 6 different ones, and they're all ones that can be cut into smaller pieces and used. Okay, I'm not that wild about using this one in this book now that I look at it and have printed it. So I think I'm going to set this one aside for the big book. We are going to make a big book. That's going to be a companion to our Teeny Weeny. Then we've also got our black cardstock that we're going to use to make the pages with. Now I also took the ephemera, and I believe I used 4x6 to cut this out. I printed it double paged 4x6, so that means 2 pages to a page, and this page size is 4x6. So that's how I got this small of ephemera. And this one actually is a little big, so we might put it in a pocket inside the cover. And this one is, a couple of these are going to be too big to put in pockets. Once you make the pocket, you know what I mean, it's smaller, and we'll probably only be able to fit little cards this size. So we'll have to see. We're not going to do any flips and flaps, which we can normally do making a book this way. And I'm not going to use this piece of ephemera because it's colored. We're going to stick with this color scheme, which is the purple, black, and tan. There's the purple border around. So we're going to go with the purple, black, and tan. And that's going to be this. I did cut it out, obviously. Now, these are all printed with this color backing paper on the back. Hold that up so you can see it. And it's one of the pages out of the kit. Now, most of this you're going to have to write on with a white ink pen if you want to make notes in the book itself. No, you won't. You'll be able to use a regular pen because of the way we're doing it. Unless we back the cards with black cardstock, but I don't think we're going to do that because of the sizes. Okay, so let me take a break and I'll get this done, and I'll keep one of the pages double, and then you'll see how to measure for that so that it's the double the width so that we can fold them in half. Okay, I'll be right back and have that much done, and I'll have these pages all inked. Okay? Alright, so this is what I've got now. There's more here than what it looks like. I cut apart all these pages, and I've inked around, whoa, looks like all but one. Looks like I missed the bottom of one. Looks like I missed one altogether. 2 sides of it, 3 sides of it. What was I thinking? It just goes to show you when you're doing 48 of these, how you can accidentally skip one. Okay, so I inked around them. Let me double check, make sure I don't have any other outliers. That one looks like it could be done a little bit better. Right there. Okay, let me double check these. Alright, and as you can see, I have black ink all over my hands already, so get used to having that on your hands while you're working on it. Alright, so I've got these. These I'm calling writing pages, and then we've got our blank pages. These are going to be the ones that we'll probably use to put a few little features in. Maybe 2 pages per signature, and then the rest is just going to be the images and stuff, because it's so small you can't really, I mean you can, but some of the writing pages we might be able to, sorry about that. It's time to take my medicine, which of course I took right before filming. What was I going to say? Oh, some of these, like this one, could have a little writing card. And we'll take a look at that when we go through. In fact, we know the picture pages aren't. Let's just go through here. And I wish there was something we could put at the top of that. Now this one could potentially have a little bitty belly band on it. So we'll set this one over here. This one can definitely have something on it. So can this one. That's the other one I was looking for. They're the only two pictures in color in the whole thing. And I'll explain what these are in just a minute. Which you've probably figured out by now what they are, but picture. Wait a minute, these are picture pages. Okay, so we've got a lot more picture pages than we do writing pages, which is cool. So now, the next thing we're going to do, this one I just set out because I really like it, but it didn't really fit with what I've got going on there. Oh. What's this one over there? And that's our writing pages. These are our stuff we can do things to pages. Okay. So now the next thing that we need to do is we're going to decide how many signatures we're going to have. Now we're going to have 3 or 4, probably 4. We've got 48 pages, so that equals 12 pages, which is 3 of these per signature, and having 4 signatures. So now the reason I came, the reason I came up with them was because I needed them. Let me go back a step. This is what happens when I don't have a script, people. These are going to be the back of the 4 signatures, the very last picture. And these are going to be the first of the 4 signatures, and we're going to alternate them. So it's going to be this one, then this one. The reason this is paper clipped, this image is the exact same as this piece of ephemera, so I thought I would ink the piece of ephemera and glue it on there. And then this one, and then this one. No, wrong. This one's going to be first. Yeah. That'll be first. That'll be the first page you see when you open it up. And then these 4 will go on the back. I love my paper clips. So we got fronts and backs right there. And we'll be taking them off those stacks when we start gluing them on. And put these here. Those are writing and decorating. Or decorating, whatever. I don't know what I'm going to do with that one. I guess I just have to put it in here. And then these are our picture pages. And these are our writing pages that we can't really add any features to because it would really cover up. As you can see, man, black soot really gets everywhere. Okay, so how I figured this out, let me do it with the flat one, was I took 2 of these. I know I had said I was going to use a single one, but that didn't really work to figure out the width because you had to calculate in your brain how far apart you wanted that and add it to the end, which is perfectly fine. But it was easier for me to take one image on the full piece. This was on the full piece of paper. One image here, and then calculate about how far the fold was going to be, and then another image here. That way when we have it folded, these 2 aren't butted together. That's another reason I didn't want to do it by just folding them in half. And then that gives us a little border all the way around on the outside. And then that little bit of a, I know the word, starts with a G, gutter in the center. Okay? So that's how I figured that out. Now, the measurements that I came up with is 4 1/4 wide by 3 1/8 inches high. And that seems to work out well. So now I think I'm going to put the images on first and then fold them in half. I think that's going to be easier. Or maybe crease it, fold it once, but not bone folder it like I have this one. Because that way you can see, because we're going to lay them like this. Yeah, I think I better fold them. Now this is 65-pound cardstock, black, obviously. And for some reason, this one is a little difficult to fold. Because of this. And it's probably because they're so small. Okay, so just take your fingernail to kind of seal the deal. And then do one more. We're just going to do one signature on camera. One little itty bitty teeny weeny. One little teeny weeny Halloweeny signature. See, when you start to get a fold, then it makes it really hard to correct it. There we go. And then, of course, we'll need black paper for the cover. And actually, we won't. We won't need black paper for the cover. All right. So we'll put all of our little... You know what? I'm going to leave this aside as my template. Just got the measurements written on it. Otherwise, I would have covered the measurements with the very first paper. Oh, look at that. Huh. Okay. I'm going to put that in there. And that's going to be a signature. Okay. Obviously, we don't need to ink. So now what we need to do is I want this one to be on the front. I want this one to be on the back. So let's do those first. And then it's basically gluing. We are going to have those pages that we put little elements on. And I'm going to do the little element before I glue it down. Just because it's, you know, it kind of sticks up and all that because of the size. And then once you get the papers glued on, then you can bone folder the whole thing. So let's get this one on. Make sure they're all going the same way. See there? Now remember, the glue looks shiny on this. So get your glue eraser out. Erase any glue that squishes out. Then I'm going to go ahead and do the back page. Yeah, this is the outside of our signature. And I guess you can look at it like a signature cover. You know, I really wanted to do 3 signatures. If I can squeeze one more page in there, let's see what it's like to fold. See, then we get into this problem. Yeah. We may still do 3 signatures and just not use all of the papers. So then our next one, this is going to be page 2. Oh, those are fronts and backs. You know, I really want to use this paper, so I'm going to put this paper in so I don't forget to use it. Okay, so we'll get that. Put that in. Probably could have made it a skosh smaller. Just a teeny bit. But you want to err on the way of having it too far, you know, farther to this edge, because this is going to be down inside. Now I want to see the order, so I'm going to put this back in and take them out as I glue onto them. So I want my next little page, I think, to be a page that has something on it. So let's take a moment and let's take one of these, which is going to be really funny to make a little teeny belly band. I think the images on here might be too big. Okay, so we're going to make a pocket. So we're gonna have all these little elements. You know, I really don't like that. I prefer the color for the card, I think. Okay. See, I just don't like the way that looks at all. Okay, so I'm going to ink this. I'm going to glue it on as a pocket. My glue was cooperating really well, but now it's not. I have my radio on very, 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 very softly. I'm listening to Elton John. I'm using Sirius XM, which I've discovered I really like. Do you know that if you like the Beatles, you can listen to the Beatles 24/7? You can. So now let's make a little, let's see if we've got a little tag that will fit. Looks like that one will. What about this one though? That one fits too. Can't believe I forgot to ink these. They're so tiny, it doesn't take any time at all anyway. I printed this on the back. You can see black ink against this. Put that little card in there. Well, that works well because then you still see the bat. And then we'll glue it in on this page. Now I turned this one sideways so that I know that when I put this back in, it goes like this, and then I turn that back like that. Just so I can keep the order straight. So we're just going to keep doing this. I may go hand pick and just do 3 signatures. I still can't decide. We're only going to do one on camera. So, because we'll do this video and then we'll do a video making the cover. And then we will do a teeny weeny flip through, which won't take very long. I don't know if I'm going to do a special flip through. Oh, look at that. That's so cute. We are going to use elastic to hold these in. Okay, so I'm going to want to do this page next. I think maybe I like that one a lot. Like that one. That one I can do without. This one's good. I want to take out, what, 12? This one's a maybe. Like that one. Like that one. This one's a maybe. I like that one. This one's definitely no. 1, 2. Not doing very well, am I? Because we want to save our element pages, don't we? Not necessarily. Yeah, I don't really want the color. Oh, except for I do want that page.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
My ALEXA just answered me for some reason. Looks like we have 2, 3. We may have 4 skeleton pages. We do. Oh, we're only going to do 3 signatures. Just put one of those in each signature. I'm going to take these out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Take one of these pages out. Actually, I could rather take this page out and put this page back in. Oh, now what did I do? One, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I've lost my mind here. I think I've confused my pages. Plus we've got these. Definitely no. No. These are definite no's. Okay, so these are definite no's. Four, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so all the rest of these pages are going to be used. We're going to use one per signature of the skeleton pages. Right, so we've got, let's make sure we got our order here. You know what I should do? Wow, I ended up with an extra one. No, I didn't. Well, I'll just set it right there. So these are kind of like our signatures. That's probably what I should have done to begin with. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we're going to do 2 in each one. We've got these 2. We need one more. Oh. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've already done 2 pages in this one. There's 12 pages in each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How did that work? How did that work out to not be correct? All right, well, I'll figure it out. I'll do the first signature and then I'll divide the other ones up. Do we want to do just a writing page? And then we'll put a little piece of ephemera on it. Yeah, let's do that. I usually like to go back and put the ephemera in after, because I don't want to use like all of the good ephemera or favorite ephemera in the front signature. You tend to grab it first. Like, oh, I like that one. Okay. It still looks crooked to me, but it's not. Okay. Oh, what about this? Takes up a lot of the writing space, doesn't it? Oh, we've got teeny pockets. I should have done that on the other one. On this one, I should have used one of the teeny pockets. Oh well. And I'm not going to make them gusseted. So let's remember that we have our teeny pockets. I'm going to put a piece of ephemera on here too. Let's put this on here. Yeah, see, I may need to make a little bit more ephemera. Hopefully I can remember the size. What did I do with the little piece of ephemera I was going to use? Did I lose it? Oh no, I put it back in the tray. Terry without a script. Yay! Muttering to herself. This is why I'm a big mutterer. I could have put I think that was the rest of my groceries. Let me put you on pause because Oz is going to bark. No, look what it was. It's a Temu package. Yay! Now this is not a sponsored one, and it's got clothes and stuff in it, so I probably won't be doing an unboxing. You guys can let me know if you'd like to see any of this, just the stuff I get. You know, the white. It may look more spider webby and give it a little more color. What I was thinking is I might glue some of this on and then glue our skull on. Now remember, this is paper. Okay, let's re-glue this. Yeah, see, it looks like a spider web, so I'm going to leave it white. Okay. It's going to be our writing page. We were going to put this on here. Let's put this other little piece. Yeah, let's put it on that way. Look at me showing off my ambidextrousness. Pretty sure that's a word, too. I didn't really want to put it in the center, but it looks like I'm going to have to. Okay, so see what we're going to run into is I am going to run out of ephemera, probably. So now we need, where are my picture pages? Yeah, that sorting them out is just not going to really work, except setting aside 2 of those per signature. Let's put our skeleton picture in. That's going to go here. You see, I'm still like, okay, we're going to have 1 skeleton picture per signature. Not just mix them in, but they're not very big. And I didn't want to have just a bunch of skeleton images in 1 signature. So I'm thinking ahead like that, you know, like you do. Remember again to stay right side up. Not the end of the world if you don't. You can always just make a new little card. Or you can pull it right off. That's the thing about Fabri-Tac. What did I, here it is. That's what I get for not putting it right back where it belongs. You see, I'm one of those people. This is about as cluttered as I can handle. Okay, so that's that. I have some little stamp, or some Halloween stamps, but I don't know that I have one small enough. Plus I want to leave some writing space. So we'll do that. Got that black ribbon. I can go back in and add some little pieces of that here and there. And put that on the tags that aren't square. Okay, so then we've got our center. I think I want the center to be 2 image pages. Okay, I think I'll make this our center in this one. Wait for that second bubble. Where'd it go? I know it's in there somewhere. Oh, for goodness sakes. There it is. I think I need to put some acetate in here. I got this bracelet on TMU. This is ceramic. And then you tighten it. It's got like a slip knot. Ta-da. I really like it. Probably would bother some people to have the strings hanging down. As long as they don't make a bunch of noise on the glass, I'm good with it. And I know you guys hear me talking about TeamU all the time. It's TEMU.com. I do sponsored stuff for them. I think I'm going to be doing my last one, though, here pretty soon. Probably before you see this. Even though we need to make room in our schedule for our bigger Halloween book. I'm really going to need to figure that out. Shoot, I just made a ginormous mess. I don't know what I was doing. It still looks a little crooked. There we go. Yeah, I thought I heard somebody at the front door, and I can't believe Oz didn't bark more than he did. Now he's barking. And there's no one here. Oz? Oz is my Weeny. He makes an appearance. Not visually, but an appearance nonetheless in almost every video. He isn't that barky, but he is a little nervous. I think I broke him. I think he was probably a perfectly fine little dog. And remember, the main thing is to have the little line down the outside be the same. Okay, so that's going to be in the center. Then the next page should probably be another little feature page. Maybe we'll take this one. Let's take this one. No, I'm going to take this one and wonder how long. Oh, look at that. We'll be able to fit anything behind there, though. I don't think so. Yeah, there's... Oh, that might fit. I wish it was just a little bit longer. I could make one longer. Yeah, I think the pocket was too much, but I think the belly band, it'll be all right. Then let's make it about yay tall. Go right by that mark right there. It's the only problem with this big paper trimmer. It's really hard to get little papers in here. That should work. Alright, this is just getting ridiculous. I can't stand it. And the cover's going to be made just like any other cover. It's just going to be smaller. Let's use this one. Oh, look at that. Ah, I love it when the teeny weenies come together. I'm not sure we're going to get this signature done and get everything done in an hour. But you see how I'm doing this. Belly bands, pockets, decoration. They're not that big, so you don't have to go hog wild for it to look nice. Look at that. Okay, let's turn this sideways. I'll do this page. Now you know what we could do? We could make it even. We could take this one and put it here and decorate it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need more of these little ephemeras. Or let's use one of these little corner ones. Looks like our timer's getting ready to go off. I'm cutting off the gusseted area where you would normally fold it under, because I don't want there to be that extra space for anything to fall out. Oh, I didn't ink it. I think I'm going to have a Spam sandwich. I always get hungry on camera. It's bad. Bad habit. Okay. Then, okay, that's it. I'm going to leave this empty for now. We'll put this in the book. And then I'm going to probably make a card. And probably out of that orange that I said I wasn't going to use. Look at that. Okay, so this goes back here. This goes in here. So all I have left to do are these 2 pages, and then I'll have signature number 1 done. So really, right now, I've spent. I had a little trouble with the printout, so I'm not going to count that time. So printing and cutting everything out, I would say, was 45 minutes. Inking was probably another 15 minutes. Took a bit to ink all these pages. So we're right at about an hour. And then depending on how long it takes you to decide what to put on each page, then that could be up to, another 45 minutes or so per signature. But you can't count that first hour because that's construction and everything. All right, and printing out the papers and cutting them up. So we're going to do another video with the cover, and then we'll put it together, and then we'll do the little flip through at the end of the second video, and we'll just make this a little 2-video tutorial. Okay? All right, well, I'll see you in the next video, and that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.